Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. They've got prime time. Dimes is out there with Junior, and it's Big Daddy, and it's Cooks in at the small forward position. And for Miami, the Eraser is out there with the Quick, and it's Clutch, and it's Goose, and it's Doc in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. We can expect more of a methodical pace, Brent, I think, in this one. What do you think?
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. Both of these teams love to run their offense in the half court. They'll slow things down. They'll love the setups. They'll try to manipulate a couple of the plays to get matchups they want. Neither side afraid to take it under 5 seconds on a shot clock, and that patience may pay off.
Here's Gomez. From the arc. Goose's shot is off. Here's Cooks. Pass to Dimes. The shot will not fall. Here's Goose. Clutch. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
And Brent, if the super team era is indeed coming to a close, the Miami Heat were one of the most successful examples.
Yeah, Kevin, you're obviously referring to the Heatles with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. I think there are some fans out there that go back to when it was that they had that press conference and were throwing up 6, 7, 8. And so 2 titles, yes, of course, amazing. Chances to win championships, amazing. Could there have been more? Possibly.
Here's Goose. The shot from the low post is good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Prime time, the pass to Dimes. In the corner, it's Junior. Charlotte again missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Over to the left wing. It's rebounded by Cooks.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Gomez passes it to the Eraser. Here's Goose. They set the pick. Pass to Gomez. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Goose. That's tipped. The second chance effort. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. Here's Junior. And another 3 for Charlotte.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
The Heat have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Here's the Eraser. Pass to Goose. Down low. From deep. Drops in the tray. Goose has got 5 points so far.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Here's Clutch. Pass to the Eraser. And the Heat, another 3.
I remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Now, here's Junior. And they call an illegal screen here.
Bad screen. When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
The grades checked in for Clutch. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Dix checked in for primetime. Here's Goose. He's got 5. Pass to the great. Here is Doc. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. You know, Greg, one thing you noticed, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second. One thing you can pretty much count on with the Heat, Brent Barry, they're gonna grind it out.
Yeah, this team has always been built around tenacity and toughness. Even with the big three, with LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh, there was a bit of a metamorphosis with the way LeBron approached games. Kind of being hated on was something they embraced, and that culture demands that hustle, accountability, and will consistently be about their culture.
Charlotte's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Junior with it. There's the pick. Launches a 3. Miami grabs the miss. Here's Goose. Pass to Gomez. It's rebounded by Cooks. Charlotte trailing. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Kevin, the new leadership in Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in for quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. Call it roster flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more health, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Health is huge. That's the hope. Hey, David, thank you. Here's Big Daddy following the score by Miami. Now, Junior. Count it. Good. Junior's got 5 now.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's Goose. He's got 5. Pass to Gomez. Here's Goose. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. He's got 7.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. A different look for Miami. Insanity, he's checked in for Doc. Brown comes in for the eraser. And it's Insanity in for Goose. The Hornets also changing it up. The Prodigy, he's checked in for Big Daddy. Speedy comes in for Clutch. And Cowboys subbed in for Dimes. The Heat have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Pass to Holmes. Here's Gomez. Lays it up off the glass.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Here's Cowboy. And here's Junior. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. To the inside.
Hornets foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Miami.
Oh, man, how about the mid-range jumper from these guys? It's on tonight, a huge part of their offense so far.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Clutch, he's checked in for the Heat. The Hornets also changing it up. Primetime comes in for the Prodigy. And it's Baker in for Junior. Pass to Speedy. Nailed from three-point land.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Insanity. Clutch the pass to Holmes. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Holmes, that's a screen. 6 on the shot clock, and good that time. Clutch has got 5 points so far.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Here's Cowboy. Takes it off the glass.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Here's Insanity. Here's the teardrop. Hold. Can't connect from short range. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Heat lead by 1. And back in them. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Brown out there with Insanity. Then there's Insanity, and there's the Great, and it's Clutch in at the shooting guard position. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Pass to Insanity. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Cowboy. That one drops for him. Cowboys got the lead up to 1 now for the Hornets.
And he is just so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then use that beautiful spin to just blow by you.
Clutch the pass to Holmes. And it's blocked. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. The jump hook, and he can't bank that one in. The Heat have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Count it.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Pass to Speedy. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
The Quick, he's checked in for Clutch. The Prodigy, he's checked in for the Hornets. Here's Insanity. Again, the miss by the Heat. Hornets have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The Heat with the lead. Pass to the Quick. Here's Insanity. Here's the Quick. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
The Great misses. Hornets trail by 3. There's Baker. Nothing on the board. Pass to Speedy. Takes it inside. The Great passes to the Quick. Brown outside. Here's the Quick. And And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. First trip to the line for him here. And that one misses. Doc, he's checked in for the Heat. The eraser comes in for Brown. The Hornets also changing it up. Big Daddy comes in for Dick. And it's Dimes in for Baker. He's off on the second. Hornets trail by 3. Here's Dimes. Buries the long-range jumper.
3 points.
Dimes got 8.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
Insanity, the pass to the great. Here is Doc. To the left side wing. Here's the eraser. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Here's Insanity.
Charlotte foul. Number 54.
For Miami, they have shot less than 50% at the free throw line today, hitting just 3 of 7.
Number 25.
And the first one drops. And some changes here for the Heat. The Quick comes in for the Quick, and it's Goose in for Insanity. Clutch, he's checked in for the Hornets. Junior comes in for Cowboy, and he makes both free throws. Charlotte has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Pass to Cooks. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Heat. Here's Goose. He's got 7. Yep, it counts. 5 points in the game.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Dimes, the pass to Junior. Shoots the 3. Connects from three-point range.
I mean, he's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Pass to Goose. Here's the great. Here's the eraser. Shot clock at 5. Here's Goose. And a miss there on the triple. Charlotte's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. And that one, good. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
The great passes to Goose. Unloads from 9. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Goose has got 9. Charlotte's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Now, here's Junior. He's got 12. Here's Gomez. Pass to Doc. And there's another one for the Heat.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
And here's Junior. 1:36 left to play here in the half. Here's Cooks. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
This is his first free throw of the game. Clutch, he's checked in for the great. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Primetime's checked in for the prodigy. Pass to Doc. It's rebounded by Big Daddy. Here's Dimes. He's got 8, and it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. Junior the pass to Primetime. Now, here's Junior. 5 on the clock. Lets the three fly. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Here's Goose. He's got 9. Pass to Clutch. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Clutch has got 7 points.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Dimes the pass to Primetime. Charlotte moving it around.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Yeah, every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Pass to Clutch. Driving to the basket.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's Charlotte. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Junior in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. We've got Clutch. Junior's out there with Dimes. And it's Primetime. And it's Big Daddy in at the 5. Here's Goose. To the middle. Here's Doc. Banked in off the glass. Doc's got the first field goal of the second half for the Heat. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Here's Primetime. Still without a basket. Stripped away. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Pass to Gomez. To the paint. Here's Doc. The second effort. And he lays it up and in. Doc's got 11 points.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Heat on D. Haven't given up any points here in the second half. Here's Dimes. 10 points for him. It's hauled in by the Heat. The Erasers got his 5th rebound in this one. Gomez passes to Clutch. Here is Doc. Pass to Goose. Cranes the three-pointer. Goose has got the lead up to 6 now for Miami.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Here's Junior. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries. Here's the Eraser. Pass to Gomez. The fader. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Cook's got rebound number 5 here tonight. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Junior. That three off the mark. The Heat leading by 4. Here's Doc. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Heat have gone 5 of 9 at the line.
Now at the line, number 19.
He misses the free throw.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today. And unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
He hits the second from the line. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Dimes. 10 points for him. Pass to Junior. Takes the three. That's a basket. His 8th from the field. 8 of 14.
Zero defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open three.
Here's Gomez. Here's the eraser. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. The eraser's got 6.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Here's Dimes. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Goose. He's got 12. Pass to Doc. Here's Clutch. Clock at 6. There's the 3. And it's Junior with the rebound. Takes the 13-footer. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Junior's got 22.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Pass to Gomez. Here's Clutch. He has 7. It's deflected. Here's Dimes. The offensive rebound. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
And they've also done a great job of just taking what the defense is giving them. Teams willing to give up a mid-range, take them, knock them down. They've done it.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Brown, he's checked in for the eraser, and it's Insanity in for Goose. The Greats checked in for Miami. And then for Charlotte, Dix checked in for Primetime. And Cowboys subbed in for Clutch. Insanity, the pass to Gomez. Here's Insanity. Here's Doc. Right through the D for the layup. Doc's got 14 points for the game.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound on the possession.
It's Dick on the wing. He's covered by Brown. The Heat leading by 4. To the wing on the left. Puts up a 3. Insanity can't get it to go. Pass to Dick. To the right side. Cowboy passes to Dick. Junior with it. And taken away by Brown. Here's Gomez. Here's Doc. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And the basket by the Great.
Number 25.
Hornets trail by 7. Here's Cowboy. Over to the wing. Here's Junior. Sinks the triple. Junior's got 10 points in just the second half.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those points.
Pass to Gomez. Sweet move, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little bit.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Junior, off target from outside.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Insanity. Pass to Doc. It's rebounded by Big Daddy. Big Daddy's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Speedy. Drills it from outside. Speedy's got 6.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Here's Gomez. Pass to Doc. Inside, here's the great. And yes, it's good. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Junior with it. No good with the triple. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Heat lead by 5. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Insanity is out there with Brown, and there's the great, then there's the quick, and it's Insanity in at point guard. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
Yeah, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Here's Dick. He's covered by Brown. Pass to Speedy. From downtown, knocks down the 3 ball.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
The Prodigy with the rebound. Hornets trail by 4. Cowboy passes to Dick. Out to the wing. Here's Cowboy. Pass to Speedy. And it's off from 3-point range. For Miami, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Holmes, good.
Yeah, he is sneaky at the rim, lays it in against heavy pressure.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Here's Insanity. Pass to the great. Here's Insanity. It's deflected. And here they come. Baker passes to Dick. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Here's Cowboy. Shot clock at 6. Pulls it up. The quick pulls it in.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Pass to Brown. From the line. And the shot no good, a bit short. Hornets trail by 3. Cowboy passes to Speedy. Here's Cowboy. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. First free throw is good. The Erasers checked in for the quick. Dimes, he's checked in for the Hornets. And so he makes both from the line.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Pass to the great. it low. Here's the eraser. Oh, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
First team foul.
The first one falls, and the Heat with some changes. Doc, he's checked in for Insanity. The Quick comes in for the Great, and it's Goose in for Insanity. The Hornets also changing it up. Big Daddy's checked in for the Prodigy. Clutch comes in for Speedy, and Junior subbed in for Cowboy. Pass to Dimes. Got a piece of it. Brown deciding where to go with it. Here's the eraser. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
And he makes the first.
Line, number 4. 2.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Not a perfect trip to the line, but at least he made this game a 2-possession affair.
To the paint. Here's Cooks. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Clutch, he's checked in for the Heat. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Primetime's checked in for Dick. Here is Doc. Pass to Goose. High, arcing shot, and it's good on the layup. And the Heat lead by 4.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Here's Dimes. There's a good screen. Off target with his 3. Here's Clutch. Pass to Goose. To the left wing. The eraser passes to Doc. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Here's Clutch. It's rebounded by Cooks. Cooks got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Dimes.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Now take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
3-pointer. Clutch can't hit.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And that one's good, Junior. And guys, here in the 4th quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Pushing it up. The pull-up. Again, the Hornets score. The Heat trail by 3. Pass to the eraser. Heat moving the ball around. Looking to end the run. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. The eraser's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Really left alone that time. Junior's got the lead up to 4 now for the Hornets.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
The eraser passes to Goose. 6 to shoot. With some arc, and it's blocked. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Charlotte leading by 4. 1:22 left to play here in the 4th. And it's Junior missing.
He may not be the strongest inside presence, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Here's Goose. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Junior the pass to prime time. Here's Junior.
Heat foul. Number 44.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hornets.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, they're wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break. Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
Pass to Gomez. There's 48 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Goose. It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
And so they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Penalty.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
He takes it in. It's rebounded by Big Daddy. And an intentional foul right there.
Third personal foul. Team is in the penalty. Now at the line.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. Timeout called, the Heat. They trail by 7. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. Timeout called, the Heat. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
One more time for your Heat Youth Dancers.
Here's Goose. Here's the eraser. Got it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. "17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and he commits the intentional foul.
Personal foul. Shooting for Charlotte. Number 24. Shoot.
And no good as the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he ends up making the second, and that increases their lead to 6. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. This one for 3. Buries it from outside.
Number 4.
9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they foul and stop the clock.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Now at the line. Number 24. Shoot.
Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here.
Stand up and make some noise
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Miami foul. Number 44. Third personal foul. Shooting for Charlotte. Number 24.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so it's the Hornets who come out on top. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled.